least he'll try to control himself.
So when last we left off with our intrepid adventurers, what happened with you guys?
Well, we're not sure if the walls were moving or if it was just our perception as we got into the haunted house.
Yeah, I mean, a giant skull back to the mayor and with him, and he's like, "Hey, go look at a haunted house." And somehow we all got grappled inside the house, except for was it Bo and Halberod that were outside?
Yep.
Well, he didn't
Dexterous
tell us to
bastard.
go there. We kind of put two and two together that we kind of need the backing.
Well, you guys turned in the skull, and then you decided to, divulge everything onto the table with the mayor and beg for additional resources. In that
Well, we
situation,
asked nicely.
you were given resources. The only resource the mayor has, money.
Yeah.
And you then went on a shopping spree around town. You visited Bo's wonderful friend at the Moonbear Boutique, and they looked at you oddly that you were flashing so much cash in town. Was concerned about, what you might have done to be flashing all of these things around town, and questioned your choice of familiars. You then also went and spoke with the potion dealer, purchased some potions, and some of you affixed runes to a shield and have the first rune ability of the game on your sheet now. And you, while speaking to the blacksmith, were given some more information about one of the people that you had potentially considered trying to get on your side. But, they might have told you they would only help you if you brought that fucker to justice and then gave you a necklace of fireballs.
Justice.
Something, nickel and a dime. And that is where you were reminded by the mayor that one of the individuals that had asked for your assistance previously his family had previously been much more powerful and influential within the town. So the mayor informed you that they might have a bit more resources hidden in that dilapidated mansion that might be able to help you. You found a very paranoid individual inside who told you that the house doesn't always let him leave. And then you weren't allowed to leave. And that's where the vision started. What all have you seen in the house so far?
Well, we've seen the old paranoid man lead a charge against demons.
You saw a descendant of the old paranoid man lead demons.
Oh, I thought it was him.
Nope, it was somebody that looked like him.
Changing my notes.
Yeah, because that was something that initially was, I believe, asked by Brinna and then later clarified again later, because I think the first one wasn't quite everybody.
Yeah, a vivid vision of an elven warrior leading troops against demonic forces.
So, yeah. So, we find ourselves still within our wonderful haunted house and having more rooms to slowly explore. But as you've seen that sometimes the visions that this place shows you are a bit out of time, it is important to perhaps move as a group where you want to explore.
Looking at you, Leaf.
Yep.
Split the party.
Putting
Got
Leaf
it.
on leash.
You hear the creaking
because you
of
can
the
come
wood
back-
floors. Seems almost like someone moving upstairs, but nobody else is in the house.
Not me.
So I guess we start there.
Oh, I would like to make sure that there's nothing else on this floor before we move up. You know, just in case we get pinched.
What? Who would do something like that?
Either a safer option.
Well, you guys tell me how you want to move, where you might want to go next. I am pulling up all my stuff that I need for here. Don't worry about it.
Anyone see any stairs?
Those look
Oh,
like
there
those go
was
downward.
some in the entrance hall. But it might be good still to clear everything else. I mean, there were a few other doors that we could see.
What? It might matter if you clear out all the other people to weaken the overall house. I don't know what you're talking about. The house
so
has a couple hundred
kill
hit points.
Everything.
Hey, Brenna, look
Murder
at this really
everything that isn't us.
Brenna, look at this cool door.
Look,
Should I open it?
all I'm saying is the stats for the overall house are definitely not something that the party would be fighting, but I enjoy the way that the stats work too much. So I figured out a way for you guys to fight it without fighting it.
How much of this house is made of wood?
How much does it appear
my
to be
God.
made of wood?
Yes.
Pyro.
For fighting the house, it's the best way to do it.
As far as what you can tell, as you can see on things, there is mostly stonework with plaster on the wall.
Didn't you just burn down a church?
DM said, "Fuck
That
your
was not me.
nonsense."
Yeah,
Is
okay.
plaster flammable?
To be fair, we did not burn the church.
Yeah, someone else beat us to it.
Oh.
Technically,
You should
both
know,
true.
you talked to him right before he burned the church down.
I have that effect on people. So who wants to open this door?
Well, you got a few different doors, a few different areas. Let me know what you want.
I'm gonna follow Leaf before he gets himself killed and we have to wait 300 years for him to resurrect again.
Oh, it's cute. I figured you just abandoned me, and when I'd wake up, you wouldn't be around anymore.
I mean, I was going to offer to scout ahead, but if he wants to,
yeah.
I was going to offer to scout ahead, but if he wants to go poking the bear, I will let him do it.
Its
You know,
name
that's a
is
good point.
Halbrod.
I'm gonna give like 10 feet between myself and Leaf. things seem to want him dead a lot, so it might be better if we just give him some room.
Are you opening that other door? This one? I unlocked it.
If no one else wants to open it, I'll open it.
You seem very eager to, so go ahead.
As you peer inside, it appears to be a destroyed work area. 2 workbenches sitting facing each other seem to be most of what's left in what you can only assume would be where previous members of the family must have at least attempted some sort of arcane aspect. Mostly what you see are remnants of supplies, and you'd have to search for more.
Investigation?
Yeah.
What do you see in here, Leaf?
You
I'm trying to figure
mostly
that out.
find broken bottles and shattered vials and racks of things. But you find 1 vial of acid.
Acid or acid?
Melty.
Oh, I thought those would have went well with my mushrooms.
This white
If it
stuff
was a
on my
liquid
sleeve.
vial. With a liquid vial, do you know how much acid that would be?
1 vial of liquid skin.
I
Go
do
bye
not
bye.
know.
Just pure LSD.
The full Futurama situation.
Yup. But no, this is
guess
a
I'm the new
vial of
cook
acid. But as you can so far tell, nothing seems to be happening when you enter this room.
Albrod, why don't you go check that other room?
Which one is it? There's 2 doors. Sure. I'll take out my shield and protect my body as best I can and just turn the knob on the door.
As you open the door, you see a tub of water and a simple bathroom. And then suddenly, a tendril of water seems to reach forth from the tub and swing at you from the door.
I close the door.
I was gonna say, close the door. That's a nope.
Literally, how about just closes the door, comes around, like, nope, it's clear.
Outside.
Roll me a dex save.
Come on, work for me. Okay.
You shut the door.
Yep. Yep, that's fine. Nothing to see there.
Are you sure there wasn't anything in there, Halbarad?
Nope, nothing. Nothing to see.
Are you sure? I could really use the loo right now.
You can roll me perception. Anybody who's saying that.
You said roll perception.
Yes.
It was not good.
You can hear the slight splashing of water against the door the moment it closes. But those of you who rolled well, Leaf, I guess, is the only one that's 15 plus on this. You hear the door take enough force to almost sound like it should have splintered. But it didn't. And then you just hear a soft drip for a moment.
Alvarad, what did you see in there?
Just the tub water lashing out at me. You know, no big deal.
If it's not a big deal, why are you running away from that door?
Well, because I'm not exactly, you know, into being attacked by water, or, I mean, anything for that matter, but how often do you get attacked by water?
More often than you think.
Only when I'm in the bathhouse.
Alvarad, you
How
seem
about
very...
just
You
looks
seem,
at both of them like, what kind of fucking bathhouses do you go to?
Alvarad, you seem
Oh,
very...
if you only knew.
You seem very scared. Did you soil your armor?
No, I did not soil my brand new armor, thank you very much.
You did
I'm
briefly
just-
run away.
Well, I mean,
I'm-
it fucking swung at me from out of the fucking tub. Yeah, I'm not gonna stand there.
I'm a ranger that live near water. Would I know what this is? Or could be?
I'm sorry, what about the water?
I said I'm a ranger that live near water. Is there any way I could know what this is? Do I know what it is?
Roll me nature.
Knew it would be nature. I just knew it. It's not horrible.
Unless there's some sort of elemental that happens to be staying in that bathtub, it's not normal.
Okay.
Like, that's, you're like, well, unless there's, you know, a localized water sprite living right here in the bathtub, maybe?
Just spitballing here. How many cubic feet of water would you say that is?
About a bathtub full, I guess.
I mean, what size bathtub are we talking about?
About 15 feet worth.
15 cubic feet.
This is a mansion bathtub, you know.
I mean, I have something that could work on that, but if it doesn't work, we might then have to engage.
I mean, don't we need to take care of the whole house for this guy, or you might want to use the bathroom eventually.
Well, someone can roll me. I will give 2 people, please declare it, a roll of either Arcana or Religion.
I've got +2 for Arcana if anyone's got better.
I'm just gonna go ahead and call not it.
I got 0 on both.
Also
And
not
nominate
it.
Brenna.
What was it?
Arcana or Religion.
+3 Arcana.
I guess you're one of the rolls.
So the
Okay.
2 druids
Okay.
are rolling is what I'm hearing.
It's always us.
Well, you in your shepherd training, studied a bit more on spirits. That's why you know the odd bit of magic that you do that has enabled you to be able to help in these moments. And in your pursuit of being able to gain that knowledge, you've studied also quite a bit on the concept of possession. Sometimes, if if a spirit is haunting an area and not just a person or corpse, then it's possible for whatever it is haunting to manifest various ways to attack you. And sometimes the things within it are logical and can be fought within it. And some of them are more just manifestations of rage. And sometimes those are best to be avoided rather than to try to logic and fight. Especially in the case of dealing with an elemental when you have so many people that just like to slash at things.
Okay, yeah, this angry bathroom is a symptom of a larger problem, maybe.
You realize many things may attack you, and not everything is going to be worth fighting back.
Yeah, we're not going to get anywhere fighting the bathtub.
I thought we'd be fighting what's in the bathtub.
That's just wrestling.
Alright,
I trust your knowledge and judgment.
And yes, that is absolutely me giving you the above board. Because the haunted house can literally just object slam with anything inside the house.
That was your warning to not fuck around and find out.
I mean, it's more of I can direct you guys without needing to direct you guys. Because the house can literally just attack you if you go someplace else.
I said, no, you are fighting the tentacle monster.
That's why, like, I kind of realized how this was allowed to be done in the game, and I was like, oh, this is too fun. I've got to do this. So, another doorway stands in front of you.
Alright, who's taking point opening a doorway? I want to give a little protection to the first person.
Well,
You've got
the
the
last
top right.
one I got attacked, so...
Huh?
But it missed, so you have good luck and should go again.
So, if Halbrad's in front, I'd like to splash, unless he doesn't want to be in front.
I guess.
But you got that
Leave.
nice
Are
new
you
fancy
trying
armor.
to put the front on someone else? You're the most curious.
But look at his nice fancy armor.
I'm gonna pull up my shield again. And... yeah. Why and open the door?
No,
The
before
best
you
way
do
to-
that, I want to splash you with some moon water and cast protection from evil and good.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna
That sounds valid.
slowly open the door, ready to just close it back up if something jumps at me again.
Can you completely link it, as it will probably be relevant for where you are, depending on the length of time it lasts and everything?
Display, or is that
I
something else?
imagine
Yes,
bows.
display.
imagine Bo's holy water is actually just vodka and splashes some on Halbrod before taking a swing and putting it away.
No, it is traditional Wiccan moon water. Thank you. Let me see.
You didn't say we couldn't drink it.
Moons. I mean, you could drink it, but you'd get moon stuff happening to you.
So it's disadvantage on attack rolls. Okay, that's what I wanted to check there. I knew it was something like that, but I just wanted to confirm. So you swing open the door, and what at first appears to be almost a destroyed office, very quickly you begin to notice almost a twitching of the objects within the room.
Literally, just like the door is open, just a crack to see inside, and I'm gonna slowly open just a little bit more. Still ready to close it if anything like flies at me. Is anything jumping at me?
Nothing jumps. The door creaks open slowly. And you see as you look inside, it's almost like heat lines. Like sometimes as you look inside of the room, it almost seems to waver. But nothing attacks you. Nothing reaches out. Nothing does anything.
Can I take a ball bearing out of my pack and toss it into the room just to see what happens?
Sure. You take the ball bearing out and you roll it in. And roll me perception as you watch it roll across the floor. You watch it slowly roll forward, kind of striking the remains of a little kind of divider here, and then continues to roll, and then it just seems to disappear. It almost just blinks out of existence. And then
All right, so
it's back
either
again
that's a
and roll out.
gateway. Either that's a gateway or it's some sort of illusion.
Okay, what if we tie a rope around you and you sneak into the room? And then if you disappear, we pull you back.
I mean, as the one who can come back from the dead, maybe you should try it.
Well, fuck you guys if that's how it's gonna
That's
be.
a good idea.
He's just gonna walk into the room, kind of gesture around, like, look, it's okay.
Is it okay, or does Leaf disappear?
So far, Leaf seems okay.
I'm gonna investigate the room.
I will follow slightly behind him, keeping an eye out for anything that's moving or weird, or what happens when he gets close to the other side of the room where that wavy portal thing is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow as well. Shield raised still.
I'm just gonna barge in and start looking for wine.
Okay.
Where's your silly portal at?
As Leaf crosses that point, they disappear from view. Leaf, you
Oh,
are
no.
transported to a similar but different perspective of a destroyed elven city. Watching fires burn and hearing the screaming of dying people. Is anyone else?
Does the town
When
look
Leaf disappears, I will step forward just to like almost like lean forward and put my head across the threshold just to see what happens.
You lean forward and you're pulled forward.
Shit. No. No.
And what was your question, Leaf?
Does the city look familiar to Leaf?
It looks like the other perspective of what you saw from the hillside.
Ah, I know this place.
It's the ancient elven capital. But it is in ruins. Like, it is actively burning right now. You realize, this is probably the same point. Or at least close. And then as you watch, you see as the fire seems to almost manifest itself into one massive creature from one building. The fire seeming to come together to form the red-skinned creature, with draping armor around their waist and legs, most of their upper bodies still exposed, flames arcing off of them as they slowly walk forward. And you watch as a small group of troops attempts to rush at this massive daemon and are fairly quickly dispatched.
How far away is the demon?
Right now, roll me perception. It is difficult to gauge just because of the size difference of everything that you're looking at right now, but it seems to be about 50 yards away.
Leaf's gonna move forward 30 feet and try to firebolt the demon.
As you move forwards, your magic shoots out, and it just seems to arc through everything.
Goddamn stupid demons destroying everything.
It seems like, again, when you're stuck in these visions, you're not allowed to interact with them.
If a city's being burned, I'm going to at least try to help save it, even if it's a vision.
Does anybody else move forward?
I'm kind of looking at everyone else and like, what do we do?
Everyone else that hasn't kind of disappeared in this moment, you begin to hear almost a growl that seems to emanate from the very floorboards around you. Just kind of a low guttural that seems to slowly build forth and then crescendo into almost a creaking of every non-existent floorboard that you don't even see, and thudding of wood. And then it stops. Those of you inside of the vision, you see as these people get slaughtered, and suddenly a massive creature, roll me nature.
What do I look like, a druid?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a very bad druid.
Well, I believe Brenna got sucked into
Oh,
this
neat.
too, so I was letting
I
Brenna
was
go.
gonna say, can I see this too?
Yeah. No, you got sucked in, so.
I'm a very bad druid too.
Yeah, you
Stop
equally.
copying me.
Yeah, right? Man, you have no idea what this feathered creature is that flies right into this demon. But this massive bird-looking creature seems to just fly quickly into the area and smack right into the demon, lifting it up into the air and beginning to almost fly off with it as you watch thunder and lightning crackle around their wings as they begin to furl it around the demon, as their claws dig in and lift it up, carrying it away from the battlefield. But as you watch, you see as they struggle and the bird seems to change. And you watch as the two of them fall outside of the city.
Brenna, was that a really large fucking pigeon?
Did we just forget the word for rock?
Yep.
That was a bird, not a rock. Rocks are the things on the ground. That
I
was a
generate a
giant
psychic
ass
dagger in my
pigeon.
hand and then let it go.
I mean, Leaf, roll me wisdom. Hell, I'll give both of you just a straight wisdom check.
I'm far more wise than I thought I was. Still not good.
Oh, fuck, Leaf. That trajectory looked the same.
The same as...
The other side you saw. You watched them plummet from the sky outside of town, the rock changing shape as they fall. What image did you get at the church?
Oh, I forgot. Is this another one of those little gods?
No, that was you. That was the druid.
Oh, got it.
And then, slowly, mist seems to fade. And you watch as you slowly seem to find yourselves back in the room. But as you do, the shadows seem to deepen in the room, and you hear the screaming. And slowly you watch as a hand begins to manifest out of the floorboards and swipe at you, Leaf. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. You take 7 necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum is temporarily decreased by that amount. And everyone roll for initiative.
Yikes. Okay.
Why do I have weird extras? Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Please add your own bonus if it does not appear, because then you go before the monster, which is appropriate. Please also make sure you're at least in the room. Those of you who were perhaps away and coming back. Here, I'll help. I meant you. No. They just teleported in. Yeah. And he just went on top of a token.
Ukrod smash.
You got injured from something before? Or
I don't know. Is Ukrod injured from something before?
did anything happen today?
I don't remember off the top of my head. But I figured at least Ukrod's own character sheet would tell Ukrod. But we can't hear Ukrod, so... Ukrod's character sheet at least says 18 out of 28, so... I don't know.
We should do a seance, see if Ukrad is in the room with us.
Ukrod, can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you've just been ignoring me all night, and so...
always do that,
Absolutely.
right?
That's what's happening.
Did we long rest in town? Because I was injured from
We
something.
long rest.
I can't imagine. I must have forgot the long rest.
I'm like, I don't think you've had anything since your last long rest, to be honest.
Yeah, nothing's happened here. Okay, I fixed it.
Okay.
I'm no longer dying.
Great. Let's see
Yeah,
how
because
much...
like you were like, oh, is anybody else going in the room? I'm like, I'll go in the room. And then you're talking to them about their nature rolls. I'm like, fuck you, I'm gonna roll nature too. And I did, and nobody said anything. I'm like, fuck you.
I saw your nature roll. I was wondering why you're rolling.
I just figured my headset wasn't working, and I tried to figure out what was wrong. I just had to turn it off and back on, I guess.
It was just that one thing. Fucking inputs, man. Fucking inputs.
I made sure the software was running, and that's what usually the problem is, because it like just closes at some point.
Okay, so... I'll get to that when that time comes. Alright. Whoop. The ghostly presence seems to walk through the dilapidated desk and slashes at Brenna.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, that's a hit. That is a hit. Leaf.
Is Brenna dead?
No.
Wait, how many hits did I take? Because there's 4 attacks from the Spectre on here.
You only took 1. Leaf took 1. There was initiatives in there. Those are not... That's why there's ones that are +2, and there's only one +4. Ah, there we go. Wait. Who do I have? Oh, that's what it is. I have Sasha instead of Bo. I was like, what is throwing me off here? Oh, that is supposed to be Bo's initiative. Okay.
Wasn't it showing me though, or was I?
On the list right now for initiative? No.
No. Yes, well.
That's what I mean. I was just because I realized I was like, wait a minute, my number, because Ocasio just rolled, so it made me go, oh fuck, I need to double check. And then I was like, wait, my number's off. Oh no, Sasha is supposed to be Bo. Never mind, I'm right.
Sasha and Bo are one entity, so whatever they roll for initiative.
We are one. All right. So as we were saying, Leaf, what do you do?
Well, I don't want to get hit.
No.
When they're surrounding me, so I'm going to use a bonus action phase step to get over here, and then gonna look at Ukrad and use my action to wild shape. Go get him, buddy.
Now I get to start reinforcing this. This is going to be fun. All right. Ukrad, your eyes begin to turn red, and the fungal spores within you slowly begin to activate.
Oh god, he's getting high.
I believe...
Do that over here.
Is it like a reaction or something I think you have that you can use to... What is it that you have that you can zap them with in spore form?
Let's see.
I'm not sure if you have... that's why I just wasn't sure how what all the actions...
Halo Spores reaction. 1d4.
Yeah, so it is a reaction. So
Okay,
boom.
I can...
Because that was bonus action, and now you're using your reaction to do that.
Yay, 2.
But also roll the... Because you gain, like... Temp? Oh, never mind. It's not a roll. It is just a static. Alright, so 17 will hit these guys. Or was that... Oh. Or does it just take the damage?
Clicked on the gain HP, but that's wasn't a roll. So, I don't know. I just clicked it and it said...
What is it here? Blah, blah, blah. Roll the damage die a second time. Yeah, I'm on your sheet too, trying to decipher it.
It looks like it's just a con save.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I needed. I thought it was a to hit. That's why I was like, is it what is it? Okay. Well, shit. So, do I take half?
See it say half.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't. So it's all or nothing. You
That was
don't
a warning
quite
shot.
manage to get hold of the ghostly presence. Halbrod.
Well, this is not good.
Not ideal.
Yeah. Gonna put my shield away and draw my greatsword. And, I will move forward a bit. I'm not gonna get, like, a melee with the specters. I just want to be able to, like, intercept if they try and push. And, since I have the handy-dandy little jewel in the sword,
Mm-hmm.
I can cast a firebolt, I think, right?
Yes.
Actually,
You don't have to put your weapon or shield away at all. I believe it that. Or no, you don't have. You have to have one hand and the weapon. Essentially, I believe it is. If it has somatic, but
Which
material is your sword because it is your arcane focus at that point.
okay. And the greatsword is a two-handed weapon, but I can just hold it with one hand while I
Yeah,
cast
no,
a
no, no.
spell, right?
Yes, as long as I'm. Yeah, I'm.
Um,
I don't see any reason not attacking that you wouldn't be able to even like hold it on your shoulder for a moment or something. Like,
okay.
it's a reasonable
Cool,
assumption.
Seeing how they are all grouped up like this,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like a firebolt is nice, but I'm just gonna say fuck it and burning hands on the three of them.
Oh.
Okay. I'm
So
here
they all
for
have
it.
to do a dex save.
So
It's not a very high
let's
DC
do
because
it.
I need to up my intelligence.
Dex. So 1, 2, 3.
Well,
They are
all
not
saves will
amused.
take half damage.
So half of half.
Half of 14.
So 7, and then halved again.
Yikes.
Yeah. They are resistant.
It's super ineffective.
Cool. Cool.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to you there too. Mm-hmm. You did damage. You've done
Yep,
the most
sure
damage
did.
here.
So far. Okay, well. Do I know anything about ghosts? Like, did I learn anything about spirits and how to fight them?
Roll me Arcana or Religion.
Well, those are both meh. I'll just go with Arcana. Fuck it. Nope.
Fucking ghosts, man!
I think I slept for that class. You know, oh my god, there's two of them close to me like this, but fuck it, I'm gonna action surge, move up, and swing on this guy with my sword, because that's what I got. I got a sword.
Well, that'll hit, yeah.
20. Oh no! Come on. Can I reroll
So don't
anything?
you have? Do you have the fighting style?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now.
So, because that
what is
means
my
that the
Wait,
any
weapon.
ones or twos
Yes.
or threes.
Yes, and those were both ones, so
Yeah, so that's why it's.
technically.
I think that's actually why it's saying 8, even though you rolled because the dice it shows. I'm glad they fixed it because that wasn't correct before.
Oh, yeah, if you hover over it,
Yeah.
it says 1d6 minimum 3 plus 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool
That's
because
pretty cool.
that was not working before because Hanbei in the other side has that too. So that's good to know.
Nice. Yeah.
So you
yeah.
swing in and you watch as your sword seems to slice through, but it still seems to phase through it slightly.
Yeah, I figured. I'm gonna give it a try regardless, but
Oh yeah.
It's
gonna be a tough fight. I mean, the interesting thing, I think Brenna might be like the best person for this fight.
Brenna does have a silver sword.
Psychic damage, actually.
That's what I thought
Yeah.
you meant, but saying Brenna has a silver sword also.
Yeah, he refuses to believe that I throw daggers. He thinks that I shoot them through a bow.
Yeah, you put the dagger into
I mean,
the
they
bow,
do
you shoot
have
it.
like a 60 fucking range.
Yeah, you're not throwing those 60. You're using a bow for that.
Yeet!
Well, that's my turn.
All right. Ocasio.
Okay, I would like to cast a Hunter's Mark on the guy that's right in front of me.
Okay.
I don't know what that. Anyway.
Yeah, it always rolls.
Okay, and then I would like to attack with my scimitar.
Okay.
Oh, gross. Okay, but I get to attack twice because I have 2 of them dual wielding, and I have
them.
Nick.
Yep, they have Nick.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my god! How did I roll a 1 and then a 20? The fuck?
I mean,
Okay.
we'll take
The
it.
duality of woman.
Yes. I mean, unfortunately, they are going to take their reaction for the turn 2 to swing back, but so please
dreadful strike
just roll God, just roll me 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll me 4d6. That's your crit.
Okay.
Because that's what I was looking at. I'm like, that's how many extra dice you had. They were all d6s, so it's easy.
Yeah.
So 13, 15, 24, I believe that is. Which you don't have any kind of magical or silvered scimitar, correct?
No, it's just a regular scimitar.
Alright. So it seems just like Halbarad's attack to slice into it, but still almost phase through its body slightly. But you definitely chunked it. But it gets 1 swing back, I forgot, since you rolled a critical fail. Oof. I don't think an 11 hits you, does it?
No.
I didn't think so. All right. That's bonus action. Anything else for you?
Nope, that's it.
Boom. Brenna.
Alright, let's go ahead and bonus action disengage and run away.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Let's try to keep line of sight, and For my action, throw one of them old psychic daggers at it.
I just remembered I have the savage attacker feat. I'm gonna have to remember that next round.
Oh no shit.
Will a
That's cool.
16 do it?
16 will do it. They actually don't have that high of an AC. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Awesome. As you jump back and throw your psychic dagger, you watch as it slowly fades away. The dagger striking into its head.
And I'm standing right in front of Leaf. I'm going to say, see, dagger, thrown, dagger.
You want a cookie?
Maybe after the fight. You got any?
Bo does. They're technically dog biscuits, but they are delicious.
Do you? No, because it's a okay. No, it's a bonus action. That's right. I couldn't remember.
Oh, an extra dagger.
Yeah, I couldn't remember for sure how it worked because I'm like, is it a dagger?
Yeah,
is
since-
it?
No, these don't have Nick. They have Vex.
Ah,
So-
that's what it is. See, that's what I was trying to remember. Okay. Well, you still fucking killed one, so.
Yeah, well, Vex doesn't do him any good because I now have advantage on my next attack roll against that creature who's dead.
Are you pointing at me?
No,
You do not have advantage against me.
I have advantage against the specter that I killed, but that's it. Only that one.
Well, that's great. You can attack it again.
This one seems to fly through the table and seems to, you know, roll me, Halbrod and Acasio, roll me perception in this moment as you see this ghost kind of come through.
I don't see shit.
Holy fuck! Fucking ghosts, man!
Good.
Alvarad, open your eyes. You have to open your eyes to look.
I didn't
don't
think
wanna.
that
That's
Halbrod was
scary.
afraid of ghosts before we got here, but man, here we are.
Oh, look at them. That's
If I
scary.
don't see them, they don't exist.
Acasio,
The
though.
eye patch. What the
Yeah.
hell?
It's
Yeah,
a
but
good,
man,
good,
it
good,
is a-
good go.
It is a magic eye patch, you know. So you realize in this moment that these ghosts are dressed like soldiers. And you see as the one turns and kind of screams in quiet anguish as the other ghost fades from existence. And then you watch as it charges through the table at you.
Why do they look like army men?
I don't think a 12 hits you either, does it?
Nope.
You're just like, woof, woof.
I mean, they're sure they're army. They could be Navy or Marines or some other.
Well, they're definitely dressed military.
That makes it Bo's turn.
Mm.
Bosha.
I mean, we're not in dire straits yet, so I'm just gonna start with the one closest to how. Wait. Oh, there are two specters still.
Yes.
Can I do the one in front of Halvarad because it's already been hit?
Yeah. I mean, technically the other one's been hit too, but it's really slightly.
Well, I'd like to make slightly more of an impact, so I'll just hold on.
That will hit, yeah.
8 radiant damage.
Radiant. There we go. As the twinkling light seems to manifest and fall from the sky and definitely seems to strike it home. Right. Anything else?
I guess I leave Sasha where he is. I'm good for now. Not gonna move.
Okay. Ukrad.
Go get the mushroom child.
I am just reading something real quick. Well, I'm gonna come up here and smack this guy.
Okay.
I gotta remember what my mushroom rate.
Forced advantage, but forced advantage back.
Oh, yeah, that's. I don't mind being hit in the face.
I mean, these hits matter a bit more.
That did not roll with advantage.
No. I guess you didn't hit the button right. Well, either way, it hits.
Yes. And that's 6 damage
Plus push.
That's right. No, we're not at a level where Booming Blade doesn't do anything. So I hit and then push.
All right. So, as previous, the weapon seems to phase slightly through it, and you watch as it seems to slide into the table as it is pushed back.
Yeah. I don't really have any other choices. Okay.
I don't get opportunity attack, do I? Because it's pushed out of the way.
Correct. Forced movement.
Alright, that is my turn. I was hoping the wording on the bonded weapon made it magical, but it does not.
Womp womp. Doesn't quite work the same in 2024 edition either.
Yeah, that's okay. I couldn't remember if it was Hexblade or Eldritch Knight anyways, but either way, I can knock him back. That's the best I can.
I mean, it works great. I've also figured out a few more rules for some of the things and how they work, so when you're not fighting undead that are immune to such things. We'll potentially see how that potentially can interact at later points. Meanwhile, this thing's going to swing at Halbrod.
Yay.
Does a 16 hit you?
Oh, that's my AC, so yep, meets it, beats it.
Oh, good.
I wouldn't consider it good.
Take 8 necrotic damage, which is temporarily maximum HP drain.
Yay.
Yay! That's what I mean. It's not great because this isn't really healable while you're here. Leaf.
I guess I'll go hit something rather than wasting the spell slot. Lily.
Here, just for simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna boop boop.
That would be force damage I'm choosing instead of the weapon's normal damage. On the off chance that will help.
Well, golly gee willikers. It does.
11. Okay, and then we're going to just flick a mushroom at him.
That was a con save, right?
Yep.
Oof.
Eat that.
But is that necrotic damage? Right?
Yes.
You watch as
I
the
heal it.
spores don't seem to do anything.
At least it didn't heal him.
Nope. They don't do that anymore. It's just immune.
Okay. Well, at least it's out of stuff to do.
Okay. Halbrod.
Well,
Hit them with
I'm
force
gonna
damage.
sure, I'll hit them with as much force as I can.
You can do that with your sword, right?
Apparently not. Can't even fucking hit.
Sorry, I distracted you.
I mean, I do have graze, so it takes 2 damage, so I guess only 1 damage.
Oh, okay. Great. So,
Yep.
at least we got that, you know.
It's a stop.
Yeah, you know, it's a step. Anything else?
Nope, because I've already used my action surge, so
All right.
yeah, that's what I got.
Then Ocasio.
All right. I'm going to put my hunter's mark on the one in front of me.
Yep, you can just move it. So boop boop.
And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to attack twice with my scimitars.
Sneaky sneaky. Yup.
And then... What the... Okay, that's fine. And then... Yeah, so which one... Did either of those hit? I assume the
Well,
19 did.
interestingly enough, they both hit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Told you they didn't have a super high AC. Meets it, beats it. And roll 2d6.
I did it. Oh, 2d6.
Yeah, the hunter's mark.
Oh, yeah. What did I just do?
I'm trying to give you all your damage.
I know. accidentally opened Google Chrome.
So
There we go.
19.
Don't you have dreadful strikes as well?
I have one left. I was gonna save it, but
No, that's fair.
yeah.
Totally fair.
All right.
Because that
Okay.
is enough that even through the table you watch as the apparition slowly fades away.
All right. That ends my turn.
Brenna.
All right, let's pop around the corner here, and we see one in front of Halbarad and Acasio.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with one dagger to the face.
Not quite.
And maybe let's try a second dagger.
Great, I know what it is.
Why did it do that?
It does that sometimes. I don't know why.
I think that means it was a nat 20, right?
No,
Right?
it does
Right?
not.
So, yeah, I literally clicked on the button, and it's like, hey, you want psychic blades, right?
Yeah.
It's like, well, yes, but actually no.
There was a period of time, remember, like when 2024 first came out, where that's all it would do for all weapon attacks. It was terribly broken. So yeah, the 13 hits, as we've established now. There we go.
Damn, that's nearly max damage.
Right?
Good job, Brenna.
Gotta love that. As Brenna's dagger strikes home into the final specter soldier's body, you watch as it fades away. And the room seems to get a little quiet again.
So if those are the kind of things that we're going to be fighting, I probably should mention, and I'll dig around in my bag and pull out this silvered short sword that Leaf gave me back at the party. Like, this may help with the more spectral or undead things. I'm not sure, but anyone want a silvered sword?
Well, if no one's going to speak up, I'll take it.
I'll give it to Halbarad.
It is just a short sword.
It's like a toothpick to you.
Right. you sheath your great sword and are handed a short sword.
And I am going to stay in wild shape for the whole hour in case we go into combat again. Sorry, Ukrad, you were in rage mode.
Everyone, roll me in perception.
Oh!
The ghosts are gone. Halbarad's looking now.
Right.
Is it safe to open my eyes?
Well, that's 4 people.
You see.
How about Acasio and Ukrad?
What was it that dropped?
Perception. Just a perception roll.
Oh, perception. I'm sorry. Done.
Yours didn't go through, Acasio. There
What
we
the
go.
frick? Oh.
So, only Brenna and Halbarad can kind of make out as this fades away. You can kind of hear this faint whisper as the groaning quiets in the room. Even in death, what's your mission, soldier?
These guys really want to know what our mission is.
To find the Holy
Yeah,
Grail.
this is weird.
I think to kill all the demons and bring back my elven people. Wouldn't you like that, Brenna, if there was more people like me?
I don't even know if I like that there is people like you.
That is slightly racist and offensive, and by slightly, I mean a lot.
While you're having this conversation, Bo's gonna gesture to Brenna with their healer's kit and be like, "Do you need a quick patch up?"
That might be desirable, yes. That
It
took a chunk out of me.
will not work.
The healer's kit won't work?
I'm
Oh,
going
that's right, because my maximum was
HP.
dropped too.
bing, bing, bing for the both
Okay.
of you. Ukrad was the only, not Ukrad, Halbrad was the only one that adjusted his correctly. Your hit point maximum is temporarily reduced with that damage. Don't reach 0.
That'd be bad.
They're happy I fixed mine.
Yep. Looks great. I love it. Because as you do that, it actually updates your tokens correctly. Like, since the tokens are set up correctly, that's why I love it.
That's cool.
But yeah, room's quiet again. You find yourself in this empty office.
Hey, look, there's a room over here.
Yeah, you touch it.
I touch it.
As the door creaks open, you see a small private bath.
Hey, Ukrad,
Yes,
you need a bath?
that's racist.
Yes, it was. But Brenda started it.
I didn't start anything.
While that's going on, I would like to have a look through the desk. See if there might be something about this mission.
Roll me inspection. Or investigation, whatever the word is.
Dun dun dun
Big
dun dun.
ol'
Inspector
That's,
Gadget.
that's right. I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time. As you rifle through the drawers, you find a lot of various papers tracing back the kind of history of the house and how it's been here since kind of the rebuilding of the city. But roll me history.
Okay. That I do have a modifier. Not worth it.
Right. So, yeah. It's
I
just
slipped through a lot of
something about
lessons.
this timeline. The timeline you're seeing on these deeds just doesn't. Something's not quite right on this. You've studied a lot, and especially with the connection at the one point that you were connected in with Brenna and Leaf, you've gotten a little bit of the history of this area, which is much further back than what is traditionally taught. And there's something about the way the years are supposed to be lining up here that don't add up.
Oh man, are we young Earth creationists?
No.
I will put the deed on the desk and be like, hey, can someone have a look at this? It looks weird to me.
What looks weird about it?
I can't place it. There's something with the dates.
You can roll me history with advantage, Leaf.
I don't know if that helped.
So it's almost a little odd because you haven't realized it yet. My God, maybe you haven't seen that yet. But if your estimate on when you're seeing is correct, there's like a 50-year gap of time before the city's rebuilt. But why would there be that long of a gap before they started rebuilding here?
Yeah, your deed appears to be off by like 50 years for some weird reason. Like, the city was destroyed, and then they, like, waited 50 years to rebuild? That's a little weird.
I think maybe we should speak to our host about this. I will roll up the deed and put it into my or bag, whatever.
Okay. You roll it up. It is very delicate. You, like, if it begins to crumple if you're not very careful because it is very old.
Very gently and gingerly roll it up and
Yep.
put it away.
You want to ask him now, or do we want to check upstairs first, or check that one room we haven't checked yet?
Well, he's on the way. Let's ask him now. Might help us for, whatever's next. How's he looking right now, by the way? Because last time he was just frozen in terror.
He is slumped down on the ground, kind of like squatting, with his hands wrapped around his head, just kind of hugging his head, rocking slightly back and forth. It leaned against the wall.
I'm gonna take a knee, crouch down in front of him, and try and get his attention. Hello? Excuse me. I have a question about the house.
Okay. He throws his head back, and you see as he kind of runs his fingers through his hair, riding his appearance slightly, and stands up. Yes, I'm there. Yes. What can I help you with?
Okay, all right. I'll stand up as well and I'm gonna gingerly take out the deed. I was kind of looking for things that could help in, helping the situation in here. There's something on this deed that's not really adding up. Why did it take 50 years to get this place fixed up after the city was rebuilt?
Yes. I'm sorry, you're not necessarily supposed to see those sort of words. I apologize.
Oh, it stays between us, don't worry.
Roll me insight.
Come on. Nope.
When you spoke to him, he was able to compose himself fairly suddenly and stand up to have this conversation again, as he was able to kind of find himself. But you still see his eyes get a little wide as you show it to him. I do apologize. These sorts of misunderstandings, you understand. Records and history and all of that gets a little confusing.
Right, but, I mean...
But
It
50
seems like-
years? Come on.
Yeah, it's a bit of a gap.
That is the official story.
Then what's the true story?
Go in the room.
Which one? We've been in several.
He just slowly steps between the two of you. Walks over and opens this door with his hand while looking at you two. And the door slowly creaks open. And his eyes bloodshot, his head hanging slightly to the side, and he looks at you two and says, "Just step on through. You'll see."
Probably not a trap.
I'm gonna look at him very suspiciously. Like,
Come on, Albarad.
I mean, I know we're helping you here, but what's in there?
The house knows the truth. The house. Whatever is in the house, it knows. It knows everything. It shows you. I don't
I'm gonna
know the answer. But it's some kind of test. I've never been worthy. That's why this curse follows me. But maybe one of you.
Okay.
Maybe one of you. Maybe one of you.
As I'm heading for the door, I'm gonna pause and look at him. Like,
He seems to be
Doesn't he-
looking straight through everything right now.
we've seen visions of a descendant of yours, it seems. Do you know what his mission was?
Yes. He was... Well, aren't you a soldier? You seem to wear the badge. If your home was burning and your people were dying, what would you be fighting for? Now, please. The next one's not as easy.
I'm just gonna keep walking. Definitely like on guard.
At first, the room seems to be a kitchen. But as you enter, you notice that it has an odd smell. Like decay and rot.
Do the smell seem stronger anywhere in the room, or is it just
Towards the
permeated
back.
into your room?
As you walk in, it's immediately strong, like as you first walk in, but you realize as you are kind of poking on either side of like the island here, that it seems to get more powerful towards the rear of the room here.
Ooh, look, breakfast cereals.
I think I'll pass. Thanks.
Maybe we should open this store.
As you... Is anyone else walking in the room in this moment? As I realize so many people are spread out here. And you've kind of heard him telling them this.
I will come in the room, but I'm gonna stay up against a wall.
Same.
Ukrod, you're too far away. You need to come closer for your rage form.
Oh, I'm following along.
As the two
I
of
want to
you...
be just outside the door. Like, I don't want to
Okay.
make my way in. I want to be outside listening.
You went into the wall. Well, the door would be like here.
Okay.
I'm gonna give a nod to leave and swing the door open.
As the door opens, the three of you back here fade from view. You find yourself further into the city, and it seems quiet. You can hear the rustle and movement of what seems to be a few survivors and people. And then you hear a gasp as all of them turn. And far off in the mountains, you see a flash. And then all you can hear is a rumble. And you watch as people scream and begin running. And minutes pass and the rumbling just seems to get louder. And then you watch as the wall of destruction moves closer. And the city is slowly destroyed. As the force of the shockwave moves outward across the island and wipes the city out. And then it's just quiet. And you can hear a few people coughing. And then you find yourself staring into a larder filled with rotting food.
Ooh.
And as you do, you hear the same sound of crying people. And their lamentations seem to begin to become louder. Hey guys.
Hello there.
Oh, it misses you terribly. Ah, time for a new
That's
initiative.
Not one.
Who's it
That's
attacking?
a not one.
It's attacking you, Leaf.
Does that mean I get to hit it back?
You can use a reaction, yes.
Do I get to hit it as well?
If you can
This
reach
one
it from
within
where it
5 feet?
is. It's this one.
Okay.
These ones,
I mean, I
you'll
could-
notice, are different.
I could summon my halberd to attack it.
Summon my whole.
I'm sure a 19 won't hit, right?
19 does hit. These ones have different health pools, resistances, and ACs than the different one. These are different.
We'll go with force damage to be on the safe side.
Great. Oh, fuck, I forgot
Because-
that one.
As Eldritch Knight, we can be bonded to 2 weapons. So I would be bonded to halberd and greatsword.
I forgot
then again-
about this. Boop, boop. It's the Battle of the Stank.
I would probably want to use the short swords, and I wouldn't be able to reach it.
Ugh, Halbarad, what did you have for lunch?
Okay, so everybody standing inside a green circle makes a con save now. And then we start initiative.
Come on. God fucking damn it.
Leave showing the fighters what's up.
Well, to be fair,
I
he eats
apologize.
mushrooms for every fucking meal, so...
Right?
Yeah? So what? Got a problem with that?
You wonderful two low-rolling individuals gain incapacitated until the end of this creature's next turn.
Great.
Yeah, isn't that great? I love that way to start combat. It works out so great for me.
And since we're incapacitated, before rolling, we had to...
I
Initiative.
believe so.
So was force damage normal damage, or was it lessened, or...
It was normal. I just have
Okay,
to
at least
get
for
to that
damage
here.
works. I just want to double check to know if it's effective.
Yep, so
Wait,
far
why did I
it is
lose
effective.
HP?
That's why I said I haven't gotten to it yet. I haven't moved it yet. So I've got to get through all my different parts. Since for whatever reason it won't add my creatures automatically even when I click the token while rolling initiative. Okay, great. Looks like we've got everything then. And we put in descending, and I mark off our 5 hit points. Okay.
Oh, I think my HP is because of the max HP modifier, because I had taken damage and then modified my max HP. So let me
Because,
just
yeah, I'm
fix
like, you
that.
should. I'm like, I thought the 17 out of 17 was correct for you.
Yeah. But because I refreshed the page, it
Oh, I was wondering. I was like, why are you at 9 now?
Max HP modifier. Yeah, I was confused about that. Then the math does add up to like 8 below max, so
Great.
like that's kind of dumb.
Well, Leaf, you're up. There are big, scary, melted-looking people that seem to be emanating sickness and disease and trying to claw your face.
I guess we'll shillelagh again.
Shilalag. Not so much. Whiff, conk.
On save.
Okay. Let's see. Boop. Oh.
And are they immune?
I
Oh,
mean,
wait, no. Con save. That
I
was really
mean,
good.
I'm like, I rolled real high. All right. Then that-
Yes, you rolled high, but are they immune?
You don't know yet. Ukra.
What if I did?
Nope. I must force you to learn more.
What do you want me to do?
Well,
Destroy
you
evil.
can move, but you currently cannot take any actions, bonus actions, or reactions. Wait, did you roll with disadvantage and get a 19?
Why?
Because we're incapacitated, we have disadvantage on initiative.
Yep.
Oh.
I mean, Albright got a 16 with disadvantage. I'm not saying.
Yeah, I should have had a fucking nat 20, but you know.
Not important.
No.
Not important.
It would have been a 3.
Robbed.
Well, then we'll put you in appropriate order. And that makes it Halbright's turn. You can't move.
So it can't
You
take
can move, but you
action.
can't act, bonus, or react currently.
Can I use my item interaction free action to like basically just pull out my shield and put it in front of me?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just holding the short sword and the shield in front of me.
Okay.
That's my turn.
This one. Rawr. Nope. Brenna.
Alright. Looks like one's trying to move closer, and I think I can see it, so let's let's see what a dagger does for them. Does 18 hit?
I'll hit.
Alright. 12 damage. And since I have a bonus action, next one's with advantage.
You got it. Psychic blades.
Hurrah! Hey, there's dice.
A 15 will hit.
Another 4 damage.
Hurrah. Psychic works.
And I will stay put.
You're a great Ghostbuster, Brenna.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Nope, no reason not to. Don't think a 13 hits Ukrad either.
No, my AC is 20.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Bloop. Yep, going on Hallbrow then. Well, that one will hit.
Yep.
So you take 5 slashing and 3 necrotic that does not drain you.
Okay.
Like I said, different monsters, different threats.
Oh, hey, look, I'm back to 9 of 17.
Hey! It was foreshadowing, you know?
Yep. I saw the hit coming.
Then this one is going back at Leaf. Does a 15 hit Leaf?
That tickles.
So yes?
No.
No? Alright. I don't know what your everyone's AC is.
18. Not as high as
Oh,
Ukrad.
nice.
Bastard.
Alright. Bo.
I started with the one closest to me / next to Ukrad. Let me just roll that real quick.
That'll hit, yeah.
Alrighty then.
I mean, one person's rolling really good to hit, so that's some
One
some
radiant
great.
damage.
Just pew! It is definitely, it's still effective, you know, but it's another one step in the right direction. Anything else on your turn?
I think I have Sasha run backwards and try to give Ocasio the help action for whatever they're up to.
Okay. Sasha comes back and borks triumphantly and inspiringly at Ocasio. You get the sense that
believes in
people are in
you.
trouble, and he wants to help guide you into the room.
Okay.
What's that, Sasha? Somebody fell in the well?
Okay. Is it my turn?
At that point, yes.
Okay, so I am peering around the door, right? and I'm seeing like all this stuff, I'd like to apply my hunter's mark to the one below Ukrod.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pull out my longbow. But I want to shoot it around the door, and I want to kind of maintain half cover if I can. Like, after shooting, I'll, go back.
I mean, yeah, you can effectively take a step over, shoot, and take a step back without doing anything because you're not taking the hide action or anything like that. So yes, it still works for you. I actually, because of the assistance, I was going to say that you get to roll with advantage. So, but obviously you're hitting. So I mean, we'll see if it's a crit.
Well,
It is.
thanks, Sasha.
I believe you kill it. It had 3 hit points.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, I believe the raw amount of dice we're rolling alone will kill it without
Okay.
The
even
arrow goes
bonuses.
through it and then hit the other in line like an arc shot.
Right.
Not
Like all 4 of them die.
Not all 4 of them. Listen to you.
Spore Druid can dream.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Ukrad, now you can go. Or you can move, but you cannot take an action. Like Halbrad, I will let you prepare an item or something. Like he pulled out his shield, but that doesn't necessarily let him. He doesn't always have his shield out. But yeah.
There's really nothing.
Yeah, you're a tank in position. I get it, but them's actually no. They have already gone. That means because it's until the end of its next turn.
Oh, okay. So good thing I screwed up my initiative and it was actually all.
Yeah, actually. See, you rolled terribly because of the disadvantage from the incapacitated, so it wears off at the end of its turn. But actually, that means that everybody has to re-roll. We'll do that at the top of the end order, but we'll let you take a turn. Hopefully y'all roll better, since it's not that high of a roll, you fucking fighters. Jesus.
The
I'm
dice hate
going
me, okay?
Look, I can't do anything about that.
I'm going to use my new shield. And we're going to pull the guy right in front of me to slam his face into it.
You go to pull them in, and you realize that they seem to not be corporeal enough for it. They're immune to a grappled condition.
Yeah, but I thought it would work since it's magic.
Yeah, I know, I get it. But, it's the condition. I am following the conditions for everything. Because they have to make a grapple check or be moved. That's why I gave you the wording.
All right. And I'll go ahead and swing my warhammer through them, too.
Well, that will hit.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that was a 23.
Yeah. I mean, it'll hit, but I didn't know if it would do anything. Anyways, that's 11 damage.
They have different resistances. All right. Top of the order. If you are in a green bubble, roll me a con save.
I just realized that technically as fighters we have tactical mind, so we could have added 1d10.
Womp womp.
Yep.
Live and learn your class.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. You all did
Looking
great
at it
this
earlier.
turn. It's only a 12 DC.
Yay.
So Leaf, your turn.
Yeah. Do it again.
Not so much. Not so
Um,
much.
Con save.
Haha, pocket sand!
Right.
Is that like exactly the number?
The number is pretty low, I think.
Really?
What is my
This still goes off your wisdom.
13. So yeah,
Ah,
close.
still close. But not quite. Alright. Then Halbrod.
Yay, I get a turn. Well, I'm gonna go to the one that's already wounded here. I'm gonna use the silver short sword. See if that does anything. No, that's not gonna do shit.
Apparently, you're still bothered by the vapors a little bit in this moment.
Since it's a light weapon, I could bonus attack, right, with it?
You have to have the mastery.
Okay.
I think for it to be one action, but you can bonus action.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I wanted to like use bonus action to attack again with it
Mm-hmm.
because it's light. I just can't add my +2 to
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
Alright, come on. Nope, I'm not getting a hit today.
Not quite. It's definitely over a 10.
Yeah, I'm basically trying to stab at them, but I'm stabbing with the range of a greatsword, and it's just not hit.
You go back to night
Used to
school.
these toothpicks. This is too sharp for me. I'm not used to it.
You're being a great meat shield though, buddy.
Yep.
You're doing great.
Yeah, sure am. Well, that's my turn.
All right, Britta.
Last round worked so well. Let's try it again. Do I need to move to get around whatever this is? Or can I see?
I'll give it to you. Just because I don't feel like trying to impose it for everybody and making everybody worry about it.
Neat. Okay,
We're
first
gonna say
dagger.
the wooden part is broken. It's just the island, so.
First, I'm going to read what steady aim does. Oh, so I'm going to use steady aim to give myself advantage, and then I just can't move.
Mm-hmm. You know, I gotta be honest, every time that appears, I'm just imagining Brenna calling it out as you're doing. Psychic blades!
Listen, this is an anime, and I have to call my attack.
Exactly. Well, yeah, the 16 does hit.
Okay, well, and since that hit, that gives me advantage on the bonus action attack.
Was that this one you were hitting? Right?
Correctamundo.
Wonderful. Then, with 15 psychic damage, you watch as it fades away.
Oh, well, then I don't get advantage on the second one.
Every time.
I'm sorry, do less damage.
Well,
Spread out the damage more across all the targets.
This one
this is
appears
the
hurt,
dual
so let's
damage.
try him.
Psychic
Psychic
blade.
blade.
11. Oh no, that's the... Wait, what?
Another 7 points of psychic damage.
Which one was it you were hitting? The one in between or the one above Leaf?
The one above.
Okay. The one sticking out from the wall. Wait. No, because Is that one considered offhand?
Yes.
Then you don't get the... I don't believe you get the...
It's part of the Psychic Blades. It's a D6 plus 3 for the first one and a D4 plus 3 for the second
okay.
one.
That's what I was checking, because I'm like, normally...
Yeah, it seemed weird to me because
Yeah.
normally the offhand is just the die.
Exactly.
But no,
That's why I was like, really? But all right, cool.
Yeah, well, apparently rogues needed to be more.
I mean, a lot of people complain about them, honestly. They're like, they're not, they're weak. Oh,
I mean, you may not do 100 damage in a round, but they're not weak.
yeah. I also
They're
love
more
the options that they get with the new attacks and stuff. Maybe that's
Yeah,
just
I feel like rogues are more consistent, especially if they get a bonus action attack.
Yup. Alright, so these two seem like they want to keep attacking who they have their sights on. Because they seem to be doing okay. So this one, you know what, just to change it up, I'm going to swing on Leaf first. That misses. Alright, now I'm going to swing on Halberad. Okay.
Miss.
Good. I didn't want it to be like, all right, 8, and then that's a crit. Okay.
Yeah, I would have been like, can we swap it actually?
Like that's why I tried to roll him first. I was trying to switch it up, and I was waiting for it to still just punch you in the face. The party ends.
Next time it'll be crit.
Like everybody else in perfect health, Halberad's got 1 HP left, just crawling around this place. Fucking ghost, man.
He's missing his other arm now. Too soon.
It's only been 10 years for Halberad, it's not long enough.
Bo.
I mean, Star Wisp is working. Why don't keep doing what's working? And I'll go for, if I can reach him, the guy opposite Leaf, who's semi injured. Let me roll.
Actually hit.
Oh, great. All right. Consistency.
Did you say you're hitting the one in the middle or the one on the wall?
The one on the wall.
Okay.
No, I thought it might do more radiant damage than that. Whatever.
Consistency.
I mean, you're being consistent.
All right. Anything else?
I mean, give Sasha can give help action to Ocasio again if it works.
Cool.
Sasha is inspirational.
All right. So, I would like to put my hunter's mark on the one in between Leaf and Halberad. And shoot my longbow at it. That's my first one. There's my second one.
All right. Well, it's a hit.
Okay, now I get to do 2 damage and pick the better because of savage attack.
Okay.
Or whatever. Savage attacker.
Wait, really? Interesting.
Okay, so
I didn't mean to do that. Oh well.
7 piercing And then how much do I roll for Hunter's Mark? 2d6?
No, it's 1d6 on. You just were hitting in melee and hitting twice, so it's 1d6.
Oh, right. Duh, okay.
Alright, so 8 damage.
And I'm also gonna use my last Dreadful Strike.
Okay. Boom.
Nice.
And then I will pop back behind the door. And that ends my turn.
When the Dreadful Strike is more than the rest of your attack.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Ukrad.
Smash.
Yeah. Yeah, a 23 does hit. Gotta
Okay.
say.
Glad we've established that 2 rounds in a row.
So that was 7 damage. So that.
So smash. And yeah, that's really all I got.
Okay. If you're in a green circle, roll me a con save.
I'm not! Yay!
You could just say leave.
I mean, I'm just being consistent, you know? As the fighters are like, oh my god, thank god. It smells so much better here. And, yeah. You are okay. So that means you can miss again.
Okay, and we all know what's next. At least those are, you know.
Yeah, you've been rolling pretty consistent on that. And so
you
have
have
I. Halbrod.
Yes. I want to try something a little funny. Because it has to be done an object that weighs 1 to 5 pounds that isn't being worn or carried. So I would like to toss the short sword into the air and cast catapult on it.
Totally valid. Okay.
And just yeet at the spectre. It's not a very high DC, but with some luck I can slap the fuck out of it. Hey!
Your... Jesus Christ. Okay. The short sword gets buried into the wall, and you watch this kind of flying of gravel and debris and plaster and a slight spark as it flies in, and it disappears.
Okay, now I see the appeal of shorter weapons. I get it now.
How are you gonna get it out of the wall now?
With a lot of effort.
Make me an athletics check. Man, it is in there.
Do you really want
show
the
you how
druid to
it's
try?
done. Stand
gonna,
back,
like-
let an orc show you how to do.
Okay.
I gotta tell you, those two are in there, and I can't wait for like a girl to come up and show you bitches up. So, what woman is gonna come in and show these people up? Because it is really bad right now, I gotta say.
Does it need more than a 12?
Yes.
Oh, what are we trying to do?
Trying to get
Well,
the
I
short sword out
It is,
that
yeah.
Halbrod catapulted into the wall. Oh my god.
Yeah, you gave Halbrod a nice sword, and he decided to.
Ocasio comes in and shows you how much it's in the hips.
Acasio, serotonin, dopamine.
Yep. Let's
Yeah,
pull
we
that
softened
thing
it up.
out.
Are you saying something petty as you hand it back?
Who says I'm handing it back?
I mean, true.
You showed this weapon great disrespect. What the hell was that?
Useful. I mean, it killed the ghost.
Very, very weird. And then I'll hand it back.
Thank you.
Alright, who is injured and can be healed? Are we
Oh, by the way,
talking
is a shaky hand.
bandages? We talking bandages or are we talking some magic?
I think-
Halbrod looks okay.
I think the one that killed the ghost, the Visage, I think he's the one that needs healing. Surprisingly. Probably cut his damn self catapulting that short sword.
Are we thinking this is a cure wound scenario or a hit die?
Well, I mean, I could always, kind of get a second breath, but maybe some bandages could help.
I mean, I can
Okay.
use gentle repose on you if you'd like.
What does that do?
Keeps your corpse from rotting.
Yeah.
Keeps you nice and fresh.
It's,
Maybe we wait if I die. We wait and see about that.
You mispronounced when. It's when, not if.
Gentle repose, the necrophiliac's best friend.
And I'm the weird one.
Jeez.
That was out of character. That was Chaos Gremlin Terra. Thank you.
Oh, I can also do healing word if you don't want to use the spell slots.
Oh, I have a healer's kit, so he would have to do his own hit dice plus some my whiz, I think.
I was going to say, there's also some
Yeah.
couches. Maybe we could take a nap.
I don't know how I feel about taking a nap in a haunted house, to be honest.
I think it's quite cool, but yeah, I get it. It's not everybody.
Perhaps we could just sit down for a short rest.
Sounds
How long
good.
have we been in the house so far?
You haven't been in here too long, maybe like 20 minutes or so between going through all the rooms and everything.
Yeah, I don't know about who is going to regain some taking.
Right now, honestly, as far as the way it goes, only Halbarad.
So I'm just going to give him a healer's kit. That's one hit dice of his that he can use, and I think my whiz or something.
Thank you. I think it's a
Plus
10
3.
for me.
Yeah, I believe so.
Wait, maybe those are shelves, not couches. I can't tell. Is it
Yes.
countertop?
You are
This
in a
isn't
kitchen,
it? Okay, never mind.
not this
There's
room.
chairs over here.
The nice
you
little
for that, I
oven you could take
appreciate
a
it.
nap in. Crawl
good.
all in it.
All right.
The bedroom.
I'm gonna make sure that Buddy is okay while he's hiding in my armor. Give him a bit of pocket bacon.
Did we check this room
That's where the
in here?
things came out of.
Yeah, that's where the things came out of. It seems
I
to
mean,
be.
is there anything like left behind?
It seems to be
in the
Some less
a
prime food.
mostly empty larder
pantry?
pantry. Yes.
Not cereal, oh flake. Love that.
Look, I don't question the maps I get, okay?
Maybe we should go fight the bathtub.
Well, I was going to ask if everybody was planning to go upstairs so I could transition you over.
Yeah, I think upstairs is the way to go.
Because I'm going to put everybody in a form here so I can move you. Not that this has
I
to
think
be
if we
your
take care of
position.
whatever has put the curse on the house, bathtub creature will dissipate.
It's dark in this room.
Then I know. Give me a second.
But it's dark.
Oh my
Oh, that's why I'm in the wall.
No, I just had to
I
reveal.
can say.
Bad teleport.
Right? It's almost like I hide. When it's just something that's like this, I can just hide the map. And then be like, oh, look, you're over here revealed, because some people will just run around. And be like, oh, look, I'm on the second floor now. What's over here?
Yeah, Halbrod. How dare you?
Welcome to the second floor. You find yourself in a small hallway with 3 doors peering at you.
3 doors.
Yep, we should try to open them all at the same time.
I was going to say the
Let's
same
not.
thing. Let's be crazy and everybody pick a door and open it.
You know what? You do that. I'll wait downstairs.
Need one more person.
One more
Good
person, come
try.
on. Come on, I double dare you.
I'm waiting halfway down the stairs.
These people are no fun.
Spend more than 10 minutes so I can protection from evil and good someone else. Who wants to go first?
Ukrod?
What?
Ukrod wants to go first.
Sure.
Okay, I splash you with blast water, and you are evil and gooded. Protection deed. Now you can go in the in the room with less consequences.
Which door are we going through?
All 3 at once.
All 3.
Okay.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
Nama de
I
Papi
didn't wanna
Spiriti
summon-
Sanctum.
I
They
don't know
want to
how I can
summon
walk
3
through all
waves
3
of
doors
ghosts
at
at once.
Well, you open one, and then we open the other 2.
Okay.
Mine's locked.
So, Halbarad, you want to go get a sandwich?
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Alright, I walked
Mine
in.
is locked.
I unlocked it.
Okay.
I set this for you guys to be less chaotic, and then you guys were like, nah, we're doing it. So you see
Surprise!
you see a
What's in
bathroom,
here?
a dilapidated storage room filled with old rugs and various broken accoutrements, and Leaf, you see a bedroom.
Didn't someone say they needed to take a nap?
I'm gonna look around this storage room. Do I see anything of interest? Is anything peeking out of anywhere?
Roll
Are
me
there any
investigation.
rats? Investigation. Ew, why can't I do perception? Oh, that wasn't too bad.
You
What
find
perceive?
an old painting.
Of?
And it looks almost reminiscent of the man downstairs, but his hair is short and he has an eye patch.
Okay.
Who's got the better eye patch, though?
And why
Definitely
is this
Acasio.
exactly? Why is this picture standing out to me? Do you think it's worth money?
Because you've seen
The
at
man.
least one vision of soldiers, and you've seen the guy downstairs, and this, in most of what is destroyed here and just random shit in storage, this is one really old picture of someone that really stands out and is just kind of stuck between wood and various things in this room. So it stands out because it's very out of place with the rest. It's very obviously been removed from the wall and put in storage.
Okay. But I don't see anything else. No critters, no nothing.
Not in this room, it seems. But you hear...
Okay, I'm gonna pull out a piece of chalk and I'm gonna write OSD was here on the painting, and then I'm gonna walk out of the room and be like, sup?
But
There's nothing in there.
you hear actually a slight draft. And you find a pull rope into the attic.
Well, I pull on it. Of course.
Like what you would expect in a home. A door falls down and a ladder slides out.
Hey, y'all. Not y'all. Hey. There's an attic entrance in here.
Oh, the attic where he told us the creature that's been haunting him is?
Yeah, I mean, how tough can it really be? You
I mean, I guess we gotta
catapulted
deal
this
with it.
sword.
Coming from the one who's been standing in the back the whole time, that's a lot of talk.
Listen.
Oh, stop being a baby. Go up there. You still got one other arm you can lose.
Yeah, I'd rather not lose my entire life over this even.
Listen, I'm just saying, Halberad, sandwiches are great. You can have butter on the bread and toast it, a little bit of ham, a little bit of cheese. We don't have to do this.
Yeah, and the sandwich shop is in the attic.
You're not fooling me with that one again. I already fell for it twice.
You know what, Leaf? Prove it. Go find a sandwich up there.
Well, you haven't looked into this other room at all either. The one that Leaf peered into as the bedroom.
No sandwiches in here.
Do you remember the bravado you used when you catapulted that short sword? We need that now. For fuck's sake, man, I'm a woman with one eye and I'm braver than you.
You two
I
have
ran
so much
with
in
one
common.
arm, and I almost lost it again, fighting ghosts.
I mean, hazard of the trade, I guess.
So, as you walk into the room, you see so far what seems to be the most organized of the rooms. It's still fairly sparse, which is kind of the rugs and most of a bed, but it seems like it's been mostly untouched. Very dusty. And you almost get a sense of loneliness as soon as you enter the room. And you can hear the floor creak in the corner. Back here.
Hey guys, come on.
Do I see anything with my special eye?
Well, I want to see if anybody else is moving in this moment before I have you roll and then describe everything else that would happen.
I'll follow
Okay.
along into the room with shield and broadsword in hand.
I love
I
this.
will stay up against the wall.
I love this because only some people are getting the visions and not everybody is with with it because of how far people are going in the room.
Come join us. Front row seats.
Guys, they opened the door. What happened?
There's a bathroom. And then they found an attic and they argued about it. And here we are.
There's creaky sounds over by the bed. Come here.
Actually, just
So
to
if
help.
we want to know what's going on in
This is the same.
divisions, we have to take part because Leaf won't tell us.
All right. Then in this situation, Ocasio, as all of you are in place here, Leaf, Ocasio, Ukrad, and Halbarad, all find yourselves in the same room. Except for there's one man in it with you. And
A man!
he seems angry and distraught, and he's throwing paperwork around the room as he's running around. And as he does, you can hear an infant cry in the far room. As he turns, you can see Ocasio as it matches the portrait you saw in the other room. He walks over and peers out the window. And you can see where there's a small contingent of elves slowly building the rest of the buildings around you. Roll me history, the four of you.
Come on, work. God damn it, every fucking time.
You're like, my specialty, man, this elf people shit, I don't know a damn thing about this.
But we'll ask you a question about a sword, and it'll be a nat 20.
Yep.
Ukrad, you can roll history too. All right, wonderful.
I'm
That
only
is the
half
number.
elven. Don't look at me.
I love it, because basically it just means like everybody but Halbarad is able to go, oh, that's the other noble houses that are around this one. Remember how the mayor told you that his family was just able to fund the rebuilding a long time ago?
I'm just getting ghost pages tossed in my face.
And for those of you that saw the previous vision, you don't know why, but you definitely know at least what caused that 50-year gap.
What is written on the papers? Are they still there, or are they like corporeal, disappeared?
It seems to be this. I'll give you this with the investigation roll. in the vision, you kind of squat down and take a look at the papers because you can't quite grab them. They're not corporeal in the vision, but you can still make out some of the writing. You can tell it's a dismissive. It's a dismission of service from active duty. And you can hear as he just feels angry, as he mutters just under his breath about general shit in the city. And then you slowly fade back in. Or rather, in this situation, he fades out, and the rest of the room seems to become normal again. And then you hear the creaking of the boards as the shadows seem to manifest out of the bed.
Only 2 this time?
You haven't gotten in all the rooms yet. Only 2 this time, yes, but these look like the ones that drain your life.
Uh-huh.
Halbrand's like, I'm back here. Fuck you all. Alright, so then for my surprise round, I am hitting 1 swing on Ukrad and 1 swing on Ocasio, which I realize, why the fuck is your nameplate not showing?
Oh, I don't know. I thought maybe it was because it was me. I don't know.
No,
I have
I mean
a
it's
long
super
name.
long, but it wasn't showing at all. I thought it was initially when we were here, so it was very confusing for me. So 1 swing on Ukrad, just missed, right? And then 1 swing at Ocasio.
Miss.
Yeah, that's definitely a miss. Lucky fuckers. All right. And let's see.
Wait, isn't or is the specters not subject to the protection from evil and good?
Oh. Valid. I mean, they missed.
I was just
Because of the
sorry.
protection.
I saw.
You want me to
number and
miss
I was
harder?
like, oh no!
You're like, miss harder, damn you!
Sorry.
Like I didn't hurt anybody.
I'm
Oh.
sorry. I was listening.
Well, great. Then roll me initiative.
Yikes.
Well, add your bonus. Hey, just think of it this way. Think about how many combats we've gotten through in 1 session by
True.
sticking to it. Oh, righty. Ocasio.
All right. Hunter's mark on the one in front of me, and I'm gonna double scimitar. Here's the first scimitar. That's probably a miss. Here's the second scimitar. Oh my god, it's even worse. I did nothing.
Well,
Oh no, it was the same actually.
yeah, I was the exact same.
All right, that's it. That's the end of my turn. I'm just gonna stand my ground.
Okay. So this is... Oh. Have you been marking on your... Where have you been marking your hunter's marks?
I have...
Like on your spells?
Yeah, this is my third.
Okay. So
my third one.
instead of marking it there, Where you want to mark it first, and this is a tricky thing, that's why I want to point it out to you. Go to features and traits. And like this,
Oh.
yep,
Okay.
you get 2 free uses a day.
Okay. Gotcha.
So essentially, this is your first time using an actual spell for it.
Gotcha. Yes. Okay.
Like,
That
you are
ends my
using
turn.
a resource, but you have not used as many resources as you thought.
Great.
All right. There's a part of me that wants to be petty and have it just fly through Ukrad and attack Halber.
Oh my
Do
goodness.
it. Do it.
No.
Oh,
My name is
man.
Acacio Seraphin Drake, and I approve of this message.
Oh, it's definitely hitting Ukrad, though.
You mean how?
Holy
Nope.
shit.
No.
Does it not have
Fucking hell.
disadvantage?
Oh, no, you're right.
I was wrong before, but I'm correct now.
You are.
Yeah.
You know what? You watch in this moment as it goes to slash in, and its life-draining energy is starting to pull, and just as you feel it begin to start draining your essence, all of a sudden, describe the shield that appears. What kind of magical deflection is appearing from your ward to disrupt this attack?
I guess it's just sort of like a flow situation, because that's the
What color?
I'm thinking like a silvery white, like a full moon.
Okay. The twinkle
Shield is just
of light seems to fade in again as the light of the moon seems to shine a bubble in front of Ukrad, deflecting the Spectre's attack, which would have been massive damage and taken so many hit points from you. Oh, it would have been so beautiful. Leaf, it's your turn.
I get a 5-foot radius circle.
I think you can do that. But sure.
How do I do that?
Auras? Like that?
Yes, that will work.
I mean,
Can I move it, though?
anyways.
Didn't mean on me.
Bloop. Oh, you didn't mean on you?
No, just something that I can move.
Oh. You can create that on the measurement thing. If you use the measurement tool, you can select like line, square, circle.
Okay, but it won't stay.
No, if you select linger on the fade delay, you can set linger instead of instant. And then it will stay until you dismiss it.
I don't. Oh, there it is. Okay. So that will hit both of them, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to take inspiration from Bow and Moonbeam.
Okay. All right, I'm here for it. So, con saves from both. So that is a double failure then. So,
And 12 radiant.
is that the one where, like, it exposes true forms or whatever and everything?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It
cool.
reverts to true form.
So, as this beam of moonlight shines down and damages the two of them, you see the spectral faces fade into what looks like two small boys, elven boys, distraught, still specters, shadows of themselves, eyes empty. Those of
boys
you
go home.
immediately around, roll me perception.
Nice.
Wish me fuck it up.
Ocasio notices this a little bit, but Ukrad, you get kind of a feeling.
I remember every pore.
These are his kids. They're stuck here. All right, are you done, Leaf?
Now I am. God damn it, 1.
So that's a con save, right?
Yep.
Come on, do it. Hey, these are the ones that are immune.
Sweet. At least I didn't roll a whopping 4 damage this time.
Brenna.
All right. Well,
Would
it's
you
been
like
working
to
well
attack
so
the
far.
Victorian elf children?
Yeah, do you want to kill the children?
I mean, they're still specters, right?
Yep.
Dagger.
Children specters. This might be a war crime.
Well, since they're children, first off, let's give myself advantage on the first one by steady aim.
Let's make sure I
Fucking
really
war.
get this.
War crimes are not going to commit themselves.
Would war crimes only be applied to enemy troops?
I mean, that is... Hey, wait, no. Hold on. You're not in America, so... That depends, because I believe in your country it does matter. In our country, it doesn't. Because America is one of the only countries that has not signed any of the UN agreement as far as how we treat non-enemy, like, home soldiers. And that's why we can use rubber bullets and things like that are actually illegal to use in war. Jazz hands. A 23 definitely hits. Which one were you hitting?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's start with the one in front of Ukrad.
But that one almost had his day. He got robbed by this stupid ward.
Well, now he's gonna get robbed by this silly dagger.
Ugh. Fine. You watch as the child takes a dagger to the forehead and then looks off and goes, "I wasn't worthy," and falls away to dust.
Are you proud of me now, Daddy?
Yes! And you scream Psychic Blade
Man,
and
this-
fire
Yeah,
at
this-
the other one.
The die is
Special
walking.
beam
I'm telling you.
cannon.
It really is. Brenna is the only
No,
one
that
that
die
just
was walking
calls
for a minute.
out.
It was just,
Nope, you just insist on calling out your attack. It's fine. We're here for it.
no. So I heard it click, and I didn't see the die pop up, so I hit it again immediately, and the die was literally just walking around my screen. It would not land.
I love it. Well, 21 hits, though.
Well, apparently I can't click the pink box to get my damage, so give me a second.
So basically,
can,
Brenna killed
probably.
them on her own, and Leaf just made it more traumatic for all of us to watch.
You did a healthy amount of damage, thank you.
Yeah, that's only another 6 points of psychic, though.
Okay. Boom,
So
boom.
one elf boy watches his brother get smacked in the face with a dagger and die, and as he starts to sorrow, the next dagger just sticks in the side of his head.
Oh, I love it. Well, that makes it Ukrad's turn.
Don't have the audacity to be a child around us.
The
Are
audacity.
you going to smash the child?
A smash.
Ukrad steps into the blinding moonbeam
That will hit.
and bludgeons the child to death.
Well, actually, I guess the interesting thing about this is that they are incorporeal despite that damage, so that means it lands here. That is technically how your push would work in this situation, because it can be moved through Leaf.
Oh, I felt a chill.
Yeah, it really is. This child, this ghost child body gets flung backwards by Ukrad through you, and it's cold and kind of slimy for a moment.
Spectre, I did not consent to this. Bad touch.
Dunzo.
Halbrod.
Come on, Halbarad.
Okay.
Stab the small child.
fine.
Let's
will
go,
come up to
Halbrad.
it,
Fuck them kids.
And I will not fuck the kid. I will stab the kid. Thank you very much. I will try anyway.
Well, not so much.
Oh my god.
Well,
Halbarad and his short sword. Stop
I'm
trying to
so
stab
glad
children.
that Halbrod walked right up to it, though.
You're having a great day, aren't you?
no, I'm not. Do I have fucking anything? Actually, it's a short sword. Bonus action, I can attack again.
Yes, you can. Do it.
I'm gonna refresh the page.
Roll a 1.
Fuck
Roll
you,
a
RNG.
1. Roll a 1. Oh.
Hey.
Fuck RNG. Alright.
What's that offhand?
Damage is going to be like 1.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, it is. It is a 1.
1
Motherfucker.
damage. It lives to attack Halbarad.
Great. Because it's not versatile. And that's my AC with the shield. God damn it.
Better armor.
Halbarad's the one taking
I'm trying.
all of the damage. Oh! Minimum damage. As low as it goes. Bo, show him how it's done.
15 HP.
Come on, Starry Wisp. Even 1 will probably kill him.
It's a little higher.
No.
Oh! Not so much.
I guess I could have asked Sasha for help, but I forgot to do that. So.
Womp womp. He just looks at you and does that little head to the side.
We druids share a special connection. Can I pass on my moonbeam to Bo to move?
No. No.
That was worth asking.
Unfortunately, you cannot cheat.
All right. Ocasio.
He's still Hunter's Mark, so
Yup. Dot he is.
I don't know if this hits or not. I rolled kind of low.
Let's find out. It does not.
Any day now.
A 9 does not hit.
9.
9, 9, 9, 9, 9.
All right. I was going to say something witty, but whatever. It's my turn.
Leaf. The child persists.
Let's see. Damn it. I'm gonna risk moving. Or actually, no, I don't have to. I'm going to use my action to move my cylinder up to 60 feet. There we go.
Wow.
And if they don't
And that is a what?
succeed on their...
It's a
Con.
Con. Okay. Boop. Nope. Roll the damage. How many? How?
2d10, so I guess the first one, I don't know why I did it 4 times.
As you move the light, the child looks at you and reaches out one hand and fades away.
See how broad, that's how it's done.
Yeah, okay, I don't have that spell.
It's
I don't even think I could know that spell.
Brenna, real quick, open that door and move away from it. This thing lasts 1 minute. I'm going to just sprint to the next room.
Strafing one, let's go.
Are you just spritzing like a cat?
The moonbeam's good for a minute. I'm just going to have it
Bad Spectre.
move through
Bad
the room.
Spectre.
I mean, I don't think they appear until after the vision, but it's worth a try.
I wonder, do I have...
Fine, I'll run into the room and trigger a vision to see if ghosts appear.
And then basically I would just be running it throughout the room.
Welp.
I know it probably won't do anything, but still.
I will actually say that at this appropriate time, we will call it here for this last room, as it is 11:15 here.
All right.
And I realize, actually, that this is one of those things where I needed to know that you had a spell. Because I have something for this!
Oh no? Question mark?
No. Not oh no. Boop. You have a new spell. You don't need this. You can drop Moonbeam.
Nice.
Shiny.
Thank you.
You should be able to move that though.
Run, Halberad.
Yes. Halberad, the only one who has taken so much damage throughout all of this.
Yep.
You're at what percentage of your actual HP?
I'm down by 10 from my max, at 15 of 25.
Okay.